Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Emmerdale to revisit April and Callum horror as she gets too close to the truth, plunging her straight back into the nightmare she thought she'd escaped. And as Celia and Ray scrambled to protect their empire, it becomes painfully clear that April's bravery is putting her directly in the firing line once again. April Windsor gets dangerously close to the truth about vile predator Callum next week as she pays a risky visit to his house. After being duped into believing that she killed the villain, April struggles with her guilt and becomes determined to make amends. From the outset, I think there's something deeply moving about April's determination. She's young, traumatized, and manipulated beyond belief, yet her instinct is still to put things right. But that very compassion is what makes her so vulnerable to predators like Ray and Celia, who understand exactly how to twist guilt into obedience. April's dangerous mission. Next week begins with April lying to Bob, pretending she needs money for shopping. In truth, she's heading straight into harm's way. She's tracked down a house linked to Callum via social media, and the moment she arrives, it's obvious she's carrying more weight on her shoulders than any teenager ever should. Outside the property, April pushes a Christmas card stuffed with cash through the letterbox, her attempt at helping Callum's supposedly bereaved wife. It's heartbreaking because we know she's trying to apologize for a death that never even happened. The cruelty of Ray's lie lands even harder in scenes like this. Then comes the moment everything could unravel. April hides nearby, shaken and unsure, just as Callum himself opens the door. She's seconds away from discovering that he's alive. I genuinely held my breath at that beat. It's the closest she's come to the truth, and the danger feels suffocating. Callum, already rattled, immediately calls Ray. And, as always, Ray's first reaction is panic, cloaked in anger. Ray and Celia scramble. Ray warns April to stop digging into Callum's death, terrified she'll expose the entire web of manipulation they've spun around her. When he relays everything to Celia, the mood shifts entirely, because Celia doesn't panic. She calculates. It's clear she sees April not as a child, not as a victim, but as a loose thread, and loose threads in Celia's world are to be cut. Her plan to pull April away from her loved ones feels especially chilling. I think what makes Celia such an unnerving villain is her emotional detachment. She doesn't rage, she doesn't bluster, she simply removes obstacles. Revisiting the horror. The show is unflinching in reminding us what April has already survived. Callum's assault, her desperate act of self-defense, and Ryan Celia's immediate attempt to turn her trauma into profit. It's one of the darkest storylines Emmerdale has tackled in years, and Ray's revelation that Callum wasn't dead, that he used that lie to deepen his hold over April, is particularly sickening. Every step she takes now is shaped by a fear she never should have been made to live with. A turning point on the horizon. Next week's events lead directly into a major moment for the Dingles as April finally opens up to Marlon and Rona. I think this could be the emotional climax viewers have been waiting for, the moment truth finally starts to break through the layers of fear and deceit. But even then, the question lingers like a shadow over the village. Will their family ever truly be safe from Celia?